So Steve, just come off the back of a 2-1 win against local rivals Evesham. Best result of your Cleeve career so far?
Certainly the sweetest, Matt. You know, it's nice to obviously get one over on the old gaffer and to, you know. But from a club point of view, you know, it's a chance for us again to show the progression we made this year. You know, we obviously played Winchester on Saturday and got a good point against them. And you know, I thought we were valued for the 3 points tonight. I thought, you know, we worked hard. We caused them problems at times. They put us under pressure from their set pieces and things like that, which they're always going to do. You know, we knew that. But I think their keeper's been the busier out of the two, if I'm honest.
Shane Pumphrey certainly had a very interesting evening, didn't he? Bagged the 2 goals for us and then 2 yellows and got sent off towards the end.
Yeah, you know, the first one's one where he's tried to go through on goal and he's gone to ground a bit just to try and slide and make, and he's caught the lad late. And then the second one, you know, he's just gone to ground again, and I think that's one thing he needs to learn. You know, that sometimes it's the easy option to go to ground in terms of, you know, giving away the, making it not a foot race. If you stay on your feet, it's a foot race, which you back yourself to win. But he's gone to ground, he's got himself sent off. But you know, the 2 goals he scored tonight have been superb. Obviously, you know yourself, I don't see the penalties, but I've heard he's tucked it away quite nicely. And the first goal was great movement, a great delivery from Jack Orwell, and a good header from Shane. So, but we know what Shane's got in his locker, and he's obviously had the chance to make it 3-0. And then when they score the goal, you think, you know, can we hold on? And to be fair, you know, I think for me tonight, man of the match was Aaron Drake. He was absolutely superb in the centre of defence. I don't think he missed it. He made one mistake in the whole match, and that's where he played a little short pass to Whitey, and he got a bit of a rollicking off me for it. But apart from that, he was superb. You know, he did all what was asked of him.
Yeah, Steve, I've lost count of the amount of times I've said to you this year, shows how far you've come, but 5-0, wasn't it, your first game in the dugout against Evesham? So that is probably the best example of how you've come winning tonight.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like I said, the best example of how far we've come, considering the fact, like you said, my first game in the dugout against them, we lost 5-0. We lost 5-0 at their place in the last year as well, and you know we got beat 2 early and we beat them tonight. So you know, it's progression. It's like I said to the lads in there afterwards. If we want to try and do anything, you know, you've got a great yardstick in the fact that they lost in the playoff semi-finals last year, and they're just on the coattails of it again. But my problem at the moment is getting the lads up for, you know, games like where we go to teams like Burnham and Marlow and people like that we've gone and dropped points against this year. But, you know, hopefully, again, a bit more experience from Southern League football will help them next year.
Yeah, you had a little plan over 3 years, didn't you, to just survive last year, kick on a bit this year, and then what is the actual aim? I know you've got some games to finish off this season, but including the Cup semi-final, but what are you going to be looking for next season?
So, you know, obviously this year was to try and kind of get ourselves up. You know, I had a goal in mind of 50 points myself, which we've got to now, and I wanted to try and get to, you know, 14th, 15th or whatever. So hopefully we end up, you know, higher than that, sort of 12th, 11th. And then next year I want to try and get into the top 6, if I'm honest. You know, I think if I can add the right personnel in the summer, keep the guys here that we've got, because, you know, as I said to you before, John, the problem is when you're doing well at a small club like Bishop's Cleeve Football Club, unfortunately the bigger clubs will come looking, and I'm sure, you know, there'll be a few of my players on the radar, and they deserve to be. But you know, a club our size, obviously, like I said, first year was to survive in it, and we done it thankfully to the league, you know, restructure. This year's been a lot better. You know, if we can win on Thursdays, get to a cup final, it'd be a nice icing on the cake. But I was certain, you know, as a manager, you know me, I'm ambitious and I want to push on, and hopefully the club can try and match that. But we're not going to try and, you know, run before we can walk, because, you know, we've taken a good step forward this year. But the problem is we're also lose that surprise element now. You know, because all of a sudden, you know, we went on that run of like the 1 defeat in 14. We were playing teams and they're saying, oh, Bishop's Cleeve did all right, you know, quite surprised, shocked. Now when we beat teams like Evesham and draw with Winchester, all of a sudden the shot's gone, you know, because we can compete at this level.
Yeah, Paul Collicutt was very complimentary at the end there as you came off. And have you spoken to him since the final whistle?
No, we had a quick chat at the end of it, you know, and to be fair to him, Boylo and Smudger, they all said, you know, we deserved the win tonight. I know at half time they've had a rocket, and I know that, you know, full time Paul would be very disappointed, but you know, I can't worry too much about him. As I said, I wanted to get 50 points, which we've done now. It was important we got, you know, another good positive result heading into Thursday, and hopefully, you know, with Wantage, Northley and Slimbridge to come, we can pick up some more points.
Yeah, Slimbridge come in Thursday, and you must be confident of beating anyone here at the moment with the season you've had at Kate Lane.
As I said to you on the phone the other day, John, you know, we've only lost 3 times at Kate Lane this year, which is a great achievement. You know, we've drawn too many for my liking, but we can address that. So to only lose 3 games with, I think we've got 1 home game left, which is Slimbridge in the league. Yeah, it's a great platform. You know yourself, if you can build on your home fortress type thing and then pick up points away, you're going to have a good season. And yeah, so we'll look to finish on a high and go again next year.
Yeah, and I think the Forest Green are waiting for whoever wins that, aren't they, in the final? So be nice to have a day out at the new lawn if you get through.
Yeah, you know, it's just nice. I think it'd be nice icing on the cake for the lads to have a cup final after the year they've had. You know, if it's at the new lawn, that'd be great because it'd be a nice, you know, surface and a nice ground and venue to play at. So, yeah, but again, you know, it's just about the progression, and I think it will be a great, you know, season if we can get to the cup final.
Yeah. Cheers, Steve. Well done tonight.
Cheers, John. Thank you.